This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing at 9087 Cade Terrace out here in Mira Mesa. Starting my digital inspection, we are on top of an older 3-tab shingle roof. Right off the bat, when I got onto this roof, I saw the amount of granules that have been accumulating in these gutters for quite some time. So essentially what's happening is the oils on this asphalt shingle product, they've started to evaporate. And once those oils evaporate, the granules start to deplete and the fiberglass becomes exposed. So you can see just how shiny and dark all these shingles are. And so as those granules deplete, that fiberglass becomes exposed and the waterproofing is greatly affected. We can see we got a bunch of missing shingles over here, a bunch of shingles that have been blown up from the wind, causing a good amount of damage. We can see just how loose everything is throughout. So we got all these exposed nail heads. These are all big leaks waiting to happen. So all this stuff is really just kind of just coming apart at this point. So these are all telltale signs that the product has gone past its life expectancy. We do have a satellite dish that's on this roof, and we can see that these bolts are bolted directly through the roof itself. We never want to see that. So in the future, the homeowner needs to know that if they are going to have any kind of satellite dish installed on the property, that they need to make sure it's installed on the fascia board and not the actual roof itself. So due to the loss of granules on this roof, due to the amount of missing shingles that we have on this roof has gone well past its life expectancy. I would imagine that there are some leaks coming from this section and probably more leaks coming throughout the roof as well. The homeowner is looking to add solar panels to this roof, and it would be a really good idea that they go ahead and replace the roof beforehand. There's a cost associated with removing and reinstalling solar panels, and we never want to install panels on a roof that is going to need to be replaced in the next anywhere from 5 to 8 years. This roof might have a few years left on it, depending on the amount of leaks that are already occurring. But due to the amount of exposed nail heads, due to the amount of granule loss, the amount of shingles that have already been blowing off, again, this roof has gone past its life expectancy. So what I'm going to suggest is a full tear off on this roof. We're going to tear this thing down to the wood decking. We're going to get rid of these these whirly-birds. Those act as the exhaust ventilation for the property. So we have 1, 2, and 3 whirly-birds on this roof. We're going to go ahead and get rid of those, and we're going to add those O'Hagan vents that you see across the next door from your neighbor's house. So we're going to increase the exhaust ventilation on this roof. I want to add at least 2 more exhaust vents to this home just to increase that airflow. Okay. Once the roof is tore off, we're going to be able to check out all the wood decking to make sure that everything is good and neat and ready to go. We want to make sure that if there is any bad wood, that it gets replaced. The other thing that we're going to talk about is adding some ridge vent to this property. So we have these beautiful ridge lines on this roof. This is a perfect candidate for a ridge vent. This is your ridge line that goes all the way across, and then here's another ridge line as well. And what a ridge vent does is it'll essentially turn your entire home into a ventilation system. I'll explain to the homeowner what that is. But once that roof is tore off, we're going to add our layer of synthetic underlayment. We're an Owens Corning preferred contractor, which means that synthetic underlayment is part of the Owens Corning 50-year warranty roofing system. Because we have that preferred contractor status with them, we have a 10-year workmanship warranty that they also back, meaning if something happens to us, they'll go ahead and pass that workmanship over to another preferred contractor in San Diego as well. Looks like we actually got a roof going on right over there. That's our underlayment going on too. So we do a lot of business in Mira Mesa. As far as the solar goes, we're an elite sun power dealer. Me and the homeowner are going to talk about that as well. That's it for my inspection.